So let's start by talking about the RAS. What does it do? Well, it is part of your brainstem, and one of its functions is to filter out unimportant information. Basically, we receive a load of information from our senses at every given moment, but we are not aware of all this information unless we force ourselves to put attention to it, or our RAS deem the information important and send it to our awareness. Example, you probably are not really aware of the feeling of your clothes touching your skin, but because I'm talking about that now, you may start to put attention to that, and you may start to receive some information on how does it feel. Before that, it was completely blank for you. You were not feeling that. In the same way, if you are in a room full of people, they are all talking, you are not really hearing what they're saying. But if someone on the other side of the room calls your name, you are able to identify that your name was called, and you turn your attention to the person. That's because for the RAS, your name is always important, so it will always be highlighted. And that's what it does. It helps us bringing to awareness what is important to us. Now, the interesting thing about that is that what is important to us actually is defined by our beliefs. So, what the RAS also does is to look for information to confirm our beliefs. Let me explain to you. There was a study where someone was asked to participate in the research, and with makeup they put a scar on their forehead, and they showed the scar on the mirror, and they said, look, this is the scar, so what I want you to do is to talk to someone, and then I want you to tell me if the fact that you had a scar influenced at all in the conversation, or if the person was somehow influenced by the scar. So just they briefed the person, and just before the person went there to talk to the person, they say, well, we have to retouch your scar because something is not looking right. And when they retouch, they actually take it off. So the person goes to talk to the other person thinking they have a scar on their forehead, but they actually don't. And what happened is that when they were asked, did this scar influence the conversation in any way? Most of them say yes, it did. And they asked, do you think the other person was influenced by this scar? And they said yes, they were. The funny thing is that even if the recording of the other person during the conversation was shown to the person who was supposed to have the scar, they would even spot when was the time that the person was looking at the scar or was reacting to the scar, when in truth there was no scar. So what happened there is that the person's RAS was really looking for any information that would confirm their belief that the scar would influence the conversation, and that the scar would make the person behave differently towards them. So how does the RAS connect with the law of attraction? Well, the main idea is, if my RAS can help me to hear my name across a noisy room, can my RAS help me identify opportunities that will help me to what I want? That's the trick. So if I can program my RAS to show me that, I'll have a path to what I want. There's a study. They got a group of people and they asked them if they were lucky or unlucky. And they divided in two groups. One group who said they are very lucky, and one group who said, I'm not lucky at all. And what they did was they set up course where they had specific tasks to do. And in this course, there would be opportunities of luck. Meaning, let's say you have to buy some tickets and there is a sign there saying, take these tickets for free here. Or you need to go somewhere and then you see a bus ticket on the floor, which is still valid and you could use to go there. Anyway, those are like opportunities of luck. The interesting thing about this study is that the people who considered themselves lucky, they found almost all those opportunities of luck, while the people who considered themselves unlucky, they missed it. They missed almost all of them. So if you take this study to reflect on that, the fact that I believe I'm lucky will, let's say, program or set my attention to any opportunity that I may have regarding being lucky. And that's what I think and of course, this is the RAS at its work. Because the people who consider themselves lucky program their RAS to say, you know what, show me anything that may help me in what I want to do. And that's where the law of attraction connects to the RAS. Because what they say, what they teach you is actually a way to reprogram your RAS. So it will show you opportunities to get what you want. And at the same time, remember, the RAS keeps looking for information that confirms your beliefs. In this way, your beliefs get actually reinforced because you will eliminate information that goes against it and will really try to find hard information that confirms it. Remember the experiment with the scar? So the person was actively looking for any reaction on the other person that would signalize that they are looking at the scar. Good. So if you are able to program your RAS to show you anything that can help in what you want, it will be much easier to get what you want. And that's how the law of attraction works. Because from the moment that you decide, I want a Ferrari, if your beliefs are, I will never have one, I will never get to a car like that, doesn't matter how many opportunities is shown to you, your RAS will just say, this is not what I believe, this is not important. While if you truly believe that you will be able to buy a Ferrari, what will happen is that your RAS will be looking for any possibility for that to happen and will be showing to you. So you are more, and because you believe that, you are more prone to act on it. So you are more prone to take the opportunities. Okay, now how do I use this information? Yeah, okay, I understand that. My RAS defines what I'm aware of and filters out things that it does not consider important to me. So how do I show my RAS what is important to me? What I have noticed among all the different formulas to do that is they have some things in common. And the first thing is that you have to have clarity on what you want. That's the first thing, because you cannot ask your RAS to show you what is important to if you don't have to what. You need to have a what do you want. Once you have a what do you want, it's also important that you imagine yourself achieving it, because you need a reference. You need that your body and mind understand what you are going for. That's what I want. Finally, once you have what you want and have experience, so that's the experience that I want, that's how I will feel there, that's how it feels to be there. Now you have to find a way to believe. And that's the key point, and that's the real challenge. Because it's not just, I want to achieve that. and your RAS will say, "Sir, yes sir, let's go for it." No, your RAS will only buy in if you believe that you will get there. And that's the tricky part. So for that, I would say you have to think about yourself. What works for you? Because if you are a religious person, maybe praying is the answer for you. This will be what will make you believe that you can achieve. And that's what will reprogram your RAS. If you believe in magic, go for it. Do some magic. As long as you believe that this will help you to achieve what you want, this will reprogram your RAS and you will have more chance to achieve it. If you are an analytical person like me and you like to understand things, well, this is the explanation. Believe. If you believe, it will help you. So just find a really nice explanation for yourself to make you believe. Now, not everything is explainable. So I will share with you an experience of mine that was interesting, and actually it shows the power of the RAS, but in a woo-woo way even. So what happens is that during my PhD, I was going to live in São Paulo with my wife for 1 year while I finished my studies. And São Paulo is a crazy market. It's really hard to find an apartment there, and we had a really limited budget. So what happens is that I spent 2 months there looking for an apartment that would fit our budget, and I could not find it. But a friend of mine, someone who I respect and believe, funnily enough, he just told me, relax, it will work out, you will find, just relax. And I believed him. As I said, remember, you have to find a way to believe that the thing will happen. So I believed him, and I just went to get married, to go to my honeymoon with my wife. And I said, you know what, I will figure out, I will find a place in São Paulo. And we wanted to live in the city center, which was even more challenging. But the funny thing is that one of the places that we visited during our honeymoon was Rome. And one day, walking around through the city, my wife saw a sign saying that there would be a public show, so an open air show, free, and she wanted to go there. But she saw, she said to me that would be at 19, because in Germany we count from 0 to 24 hours, so 19, which is 7 p.m. And okay, I said, let's go there a bit earlier so we get a place to sit and we can enjoy the show. And we went there, it was like maybe half an hour before the 7 p.m. And when we got there, we actually saw that it was 9 p.m. So it wasn't 19, it was 9 p.m. And okay, so we were 2.5 hours before the show there. And okay, now we can get a really nice place to watch. And I look around, there was a perfect bench to watch the stage. And there was a guy there sitting with his hat on his side, on the bench. So I said, okay, let's go there. You sit, he will see that it's not enough space for us both, and he will take off his hat so I can sit. That's what we did, and we were talking, we were speaking Portuguese, and he took off the hat from the bench so to offer me space to sit, and he started to talk to us because he recognized Portuguese. Long story short, he was half Italian, half Spanish. He had done his PhD in São Paulo. He had an apartment in São Paulo, in the city center, exactly where we wanted to rent. And he was having some problems because his tenant was going out and he didn't have anyone that he trusted to go there, fix the apartment, and take care of everything. So, funnily enough, we found the apartment that we were looking for randomly in Rome. And I ended up renting this apartment because he needed someone who he trusted. So we agreed in a price that was, I think, 20% below the market price at that point. And for him was also good because we did fix the apartment. The apartment was in quite bad state when we came in. And we lived there for 11 happy months. So how does this work? I'm not sure. So what I am sure is that it somehow worked. And for that, it's hard even to explain through the RAS. Just wanted to share that with you. Hope this helps, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao!